So Uncle Trump's woes of this month significantly get worse. I mean, this is probably the worst summer of Trump's life. Now, apparently, there is an audio of Donald Trump using the N-word in description of a black contestant on his show The Apprentice, Omarosa claimed, and there is audio of a member of Trump's team basically saying, yeah, he said it and he's embarrassed.
President Trump says former White House aide Omarosa Manigault Newman lied when she called him a racist who was heard using the N-word on tape. The president tweeted last night, "I don't have that word in my vocabulary and never have. She made it up." But a new recording obtained by CBS News overnight seems to back up Omarosa's story that several Trump advisors discussed an alleged tape during the 2016 campaign. Weijia Zhang is at the White House. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning, John. Trump campaign advisors yesterday denied any conversations took place, but this new recording given to CBS News by Omarosa contradicts that. CBS has not been able to verify the authenticity of the tape, but it does appear to confirm Omarosa's claims that Trump campaign officials were aware of this tape in which then candidate Trump used a racial slur, and they talked about how to handle it.
Yo, this is the craziest part. They're scrambling to figure out how do we make this sound reasonable. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump has two saving graces. Donald Trump is reading a book. I don't know how many of those he reads on a consistent basis. Donald Trump is referencing something someone else said. That's fine. I mean, look, to me, my concern is how you use the word, not necessarily if you used it. A lot of black people disagree with that, but if someone quotes what someone else said or read what someone else said, I frankly don't care. I don't care. But it don't seem like that's what happened.
Wrote off his mouth, kind of like when you first heard the Access Hollywood tape.
During her whirlwind book tour, former White House aide Omarosa Manigault Newman claims to have heard a recording of President Trump using the N-word during his time on The Apprentice.
You would never imagine he talked that way.
In her new book, Unhinged, Omarosa claims the Trump campaign was aware of the existence of the tape. She describes an October 2016 phone conversation with Lynn Patton, then assistant to Eric Trump, spokesperson Katrina Pearson, and campaign communications director Jason Miller, in which they discuss how to deal with the potential fallout from its release.
I'm trying to find out at least what context it was used in to help us maybe try to figure out a way to spin it.
Patton then described a conversation
Oh, way
she
to
had
spin
with
it is
then-candidate Trump
crazy.
about making the slur.
I said, well, sir, can you think of any time that this might have happened? And he said no.
Well, that's not
You know,
true.
how do you, he goes, how do you think I should handle it? And I told him exactly what you just said, Omarosa, which is, well, it depends on what scenario you're talking about. And he said, well, why don't you just go ahead and put it to bed?
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Yeah, Omarosa being that confident that he did say it, and then him saying, "Why don't you just put it to bed?" It's not a good sign for Trump. It's not a good sign at all. And to be honest, you know, Trump saying ridiculous foolishness like there's good people on both sides. Donald Trump, meeting with Kanye West after his anti-Semitic rants at Mar-a-Lago. You know, Donald Trump being hesitant to condemn white supremacy in the past. Like, Donald Trump, honest to God, Donald Trump's entertainment of people who even go in those circles is insane. Marjorie Taylor Greene went to Nick Fuentes' political action conference. Marjorie Taylor Greene went to that, and Donald Trump still associates with her. I would never, if I were a former president, associate with a black supremacist that called the white vote the C-word vote. I'm not going to associate with that person. Why would I even bring that person around why would I want the American people to think that it's appropriate for me to associate with someone who associates with that? Donald Trump don't even care. So it's not a good look for Trump.
I don't know what the scandal is. No, he said it. He's embarrassed.
Katrina Pearson said he said it. No, he said it. He's embarrassed. You know, This entire Trump presidency has been one of the most embarrassing moments in American history. From open just contempt for our elective process, our democracy, constantly undermining our allies in an attempt to cozy up to our longtime enemies, enabling and emboldening disgusting and childish characters like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz and the rest of the bums in Congress. You know, this is just ridiculous. Honest to God, it truly is. It truly is. And him saying, why don't you just put it to bed? That tape probably exists. And, you know, I hope for his sake, it don't come out. But if there is ever a time that it probably will come out, if it exists, it's probably going to be October. And although I don't believe that Trump's loyal white fan base will turn on him, I do believe a lot of people who were undecided or planning on voting for him, many of whom are white, because we're not going to sit here and demonize white people or white conservatives, but let's just be honest, let's be straightforward, a lot of his white base will still stand by him, but there are a lot of black voters who might be thinking about turning Trump, who might not turn Trump after hearing that tape. There's a lot of white voters who are thinking of going Trump that might not go Trump once they hear that tape. Keeping it 100. Honest to God, it's going to be a tough one for Donald, but the fact that his team is confident in the fact that he said it is insane. Is absolutely insane. And it's not even the craziest thing he's done. I'm not going to sit here and like, oh my God, he's suspected of saying the N-word. There is a litany of stuff he's done that is far more grand in its seriousness than this. But the fact that his own team is confident that not only the tape exists, but that he said it. Omarosa saying, no, he said it. Katrina Pearson saying he said it. He said it and he's embarrassed. Man, Trump, bro. It is what it is. Oh my God, Trump. What are you going to do? Because if this comes out, if this is an October surprise, it's over for your ass. I'm just like, bro, like, it's over for your ass if this comes out in November. October. If this comes out in October, it's over for you in November. I don't like, I'm sure the MAGA supporters will stay where they are, but like, bruh, a lot of folk is going to roll in for Biden if this clip is real. You would have thought Joe Biden was the chosen one, the Messiah. If this comes out, Joe Biden will levitate at his inauguration. Like, Trump, Trump sacrifice like 100 goats or some shit. Do whatever it is. That shit is crazy. This is crazy. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.